Hello, my beautiful 3 personal year journeyers. This is your video that is covering the December overview for you. What's your invitation and where are the shadows and where to keep an eye on things. Your combination is 3 and 6. This is the last month of your 3. You're probably like, oh my God, thank God. I think all the pins are doing that. You're going to flip into the 4 personal year in January of 2026, you guys. And on that note, I want to quickly give a pitch for a class that I'm teaching over at 1-2 Academy. It's on the 16th of December. It's about 75 minutes long. And I will be covering each personal year, what the overall aims and goals and targets of the year is all about, as well as hard key months that you're going to want to focus in on for specific things. If it's a business launch, if it is planning, planning to launch a business or a marriage or a baby, there's all sorts of things that we could be talking about. You know, when's a good time to take a vacation or a retreat? Yes, you can nail all those things down inside of a personal year. If you can't make it live, don't worry about it. It will be recorded and everybody on the roster list will be sent a link. You should receive that in your email. So the registration is right here in this video, okay? 3-6, it can be the most dynamic, powerful combination. And it also can be a big old train wreck. And the thing that I want to talk to you guys about, not necessarily is the train wreck. I want you to be aware of the train wreck potential here and then immediately flip back to all the positive zhuzh that I'm about ready to lay out for you. You know that your experience for this entire year, it has been about bubbling up your joy around your unique, authentic self and speaking from that place without blame, shame, or guilt, and really getting into the bones of who you are, which is creative and dynamic. You're interesting to get to know and to know. People are drawn to you because you are simply, authentically yourself without apology. And you live that way. You know, when it is sourced from a place that isn't pointing out in blame, shame, or guilt, it's you're the reason why I can't. Any form of perceived repression, real or otherwise, right? Because there is repression in communities and in our family of origins. But at some point, we just start to repress ourselves. And so the 3 experience is about releasing that and really getting through the weeds of all that so that you start to live a life that really feels authentically aligned with who you are and how you want to live it. Yeah? Then you become the Pied Piper for other people, just by example. You can do the same. 3, 6, 9 combinations, they share this common theme. So that's wonderful and cool. We are moving through the December energy of 3. So you have a double 3 that's functioning on your behalf and in your favor. The 6 is about the visionary leader who is working collaboratively with community in order to be a teacher, a facilitator of growth, to bring community together, to strengthen bonds, to be an inspired leader who is compassionate and kind and patient and clear. So there's clarity, there's this sense, you know your own boundaries, and yet you're leaning in as others are learning. And it creates a pretty dynamic bond between people that are in communities, right? So I fully expect in all the emancipated expression of this radiant dynamic that you have multiple opportunities in your business as well as your personal life to experience just that. And I really want you guys to forward encouraging authentic expression, encouraging others to be who they are. And it's a little bit like, what do you got? What's a creative idea? I know, we're looking for a solution. What do you think? What do you think is a creative solution to this? You know, it's getting in there and collaborating and allowing somebody else to have a voice and to be a part of the process. Okay, so looks like parties, looks like community gatherings, looks like interesting new creative experiences. It looks like a lot of heart-centered love, all right, and inspiration that comes from that space of connection and encouraging others and helping others. On a family note, there usually are health problems that do pop up with 6, and so you guys say yes, go offer your support and your help, whether it's tangible or intangible assets, and just get in there and be somebody who is a part of the family and the team, and be a support system. All right. So the shadow, this is where it can just, there's train wreck. If you note that this is starting to happen, you guys, you can do 2 things. You can reach out to me where I work over at 12listen.com. That link is right here on my YouTube homepage. Or you can just come back in here. You can listen to this video. I'm going to share your mantra for the month and take these baby steps to come back to center. One choice, one decision at a time. You know what the underbelly of 3 is, which is becoming critical of others. And I'm going to just really quickly, I wrote a great list down. So rather than flying off the cuff, because I can just rattle these things off, but I want to be super tight for you guys. And I scrolled down, so I think what I mean, hold on a minute. Yeah. Nope. Okay. Perfectionism, self-criticism, chronic dissatisfaction. Nothing is perfect, right? That is both 3 and 6, actually. And then flaws are magnified, causing frustration and difficulty letting go of grievances. Emotional withdrawal and a reluctance to express feelings, which can lead to isolation and strained relationships. The dynamic results usually in bitterness, loneliness, and a loss of authentic purpose. So, perfectionism, self-criticism, chronic dissatisfaction, nothing is perfect. 3, 6, they share that. People's flaws, it's usually pointed outward. People's flaws are magnified, your flaws are magnified, and you become completely almost encapsulated in a place where you feel like stymied, you can't move, you're frozen. Because what is perfection? There is no such thing as perfection. It doesn't exist. It exists in our minds, right? It exists as a construct, and yet it's really not a thing. This is the underbelly. If you guys, mistakes happen. This is how people learn. Mistakes happen. This is how people learn. I taught piano for a long time. Mistakes happen all the time. That's how people learn. It's easy to put it to an instrument or something like that, or inside a school, if you're studying or something like that. But when people make mistakes in life, mistakes happen. It's how we learn. Yeah? Okay, so catch yourself here, you guys, because you know that the only thing that comes from that is more of that, right? It doesn't get any better. And you got to grab your mind and say, whoa, we're not doing this. No, 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 no. We're not doing this. This is not what I'm going to do. Okay, so here's your mantra, which I love. I know. I did this for all of you because I love you. This is my month to let my true colors shine. Speaking up, showing up, and leaning into every moment with equal parts curiosity and compassion. I'm here to share my story, embrace growth, messy parts and all, and cheer on the people around me as we create something meaningful together. Here's to leading with heart, getting creative, and making space for joy in everyday twists and turns. Right? Here is to leading with heart, getting creative, and making space for joy in everyday twists and turns. Yeah. If you ever need a cheerleader, just come back here and listen to that. Put it on repeat. Yeah. Do listen to the overview for the video for December. It's all about you guys. It's all about the 3. Wrap this with a bang, and wrap this year with a bang, and enjoy your community. Celebrate diversity. Celebrate inclusion. Get in there. Get busy. Celebrate authentic expression or authenticity, period, just for people, because we all are so incredibly special. Warts and all, messes and all, we really, really are. And if you need that reminder, you can always find me over at 12Listen if you need anything for whatever is going on in your life. I work over there as a seer and an intuitive and a quantum healer. All right, you guys, good luck with this month. Know that I love you, and sign up for the class. You'll get a lot out of it, I promise. And you know what I always love, because I'm always in conversations with people about where they are in their personal year cycles. When you get to know your family's cycles and your friends' cycles, you have really dynamic chats about it that, at the end of the day, that turns into support in a new way that brings in fresh, new, interesting conversations in your life. As a community, relationship community. All right, you guys, a blessed, sacred, holy space that we are in. To all of you, a blessed holiday to all of you. And I will talk to you next month, the first month of 2026.